Good to see all the people out here today. So, my name is Randall Rose. I wanted to say a little bit more about the TPP. I have here one of the chapters, a draft of one of the chapters of the Trans-Pacific Partnership. You're not supposed to be able to see this. This is the investment chapter. This is the chapter protecting the rights of financial firms, of Wall Street and other financial companies in Japan, in the Philippines and other countries. It protects their rights in America. It gives privileges to financial firms overseas and allows them to sue if they don't like American laws. But I'm looking at this chapter here, and it says, right on page number 2, it says this is classified, and it should not be declassified until 4 years after the Trans-Pacific Partnership goes into effect. So the public is not supposed to be able to see this chapter of the Trans-Pacific Partnership until 4 years after the Trans-Pacific Partnership becomes law. And that's just not right. And if you look what's in here, one of the things that's in here is that a foreign company can sue us, as if we have Buy American rules in our laws, because if you have a Buy American rule, say that the state of Rhode Island has to buy products from America, then the foreign companies can sue us and say that violates our rights. So they're allowed to sue not just about laws that Congress passes, they can sue about our state laws, our city laws, and so on. And I think there's very good reason for why they're keeping this secret, because they don't want people to know about it. Now, our senators and Congress people aren't the worst on this. They have started to realize the problem, but they're not all very firm about it. I want to read you one thing that Senator Whitehouse said. This is his official speech to the Senate on February 26th, and he says that he talks about how Rhode Island has suffered from previous trade agreements, and he says, Rhode Island, not a big state, has lost more than 50,000 good-paying manufacturing jobs since 1990. Our state has been on the losing end of these trade deals. I mean, this is me speaking. They say that these trade deals are going to help because they'll allow us to export more to other countries, but that's not what's happening in Rhode Island. What's happening is that we just lose jobs because of all the imports. And Senator Whitehouse goes on, he says, people say they are going to enforce the environmental and human rights and labor and safety requirements of these agreements. I have not seen it. I'm at the stage where I don't believe it. You'll have to prove it to me. You will have to establish a record of enforcing these things before I will believe it. I've been told that for too long. I don't believe the enforcement any longer. And he says, I have to say, I don't like the process very much either. It is secret. We are kept out of it. Even he's a senator, he says, we are kept out of it. He says, who is in it are a lot of big corporations, and they are up to, I think, no good in a lot of these deals. Look at these private deals and private forums where they can litigate against the government. They secure that right through these treaty agreements. It is outrageous. And he says, first of all, a lot of it is done for the sake of pollution. This is Senator Whitehouse speaking. And Senator Whitehouse has said he doesn't want to put this agreement on a fast track through Congress, but he still hasn't committed to, as far as I know, to saying that he's going to vote against it. So we've been talking to, Pat has been talking to the senators and Congress people. Some other groups in Rhode Island has been talking to them. Congressman Cicilline is good on this, but the others, they haven't been very firm. We want them to say they're not going to put this on a fast track through Congress, and if it does come up, they're going to vote against it. So we're going to urge them to continue to urge them to oppose this strongly. And I have some statistics here. This is about the effect on Rhode Island of previous trade deals. It says that actually since NAFTA and the World Trade Organization agreements took effect, the last big round of trade deals, we've lost more than half of our manufacturing jobs in Rhode Island. Our exports of agricultural products have fallen, and 9 out of 10 Rhode Island small and medium-sized businesses do not rely on exports. So small businesses are not helped by this kind of deal. There are some really big corporations, the multinational corporations that have offices in America and offices overseas. They like these kind of deals because that allows them to go wherever they want to get the best treatment. They've got no loyalty. But the companies that belong in Rhode Island, it's not going to help most of them very much at all. It's actually just going to mean more competition. And some more of the rules in this Trans-Pacific Partnership. Another of these secret drafts that wasn't supposed to come out, but it came out as a leak. It says that foreign governments, it says foreign companies can sue us if we take away.
So people can get by, please.
Yep. It says foreign companies can sue us if we take away their patent rights and their copyrights. So if we decide it's not in the public interest to keep a patent, if we decide there's an emergency, you've got to take away a company's patent rights because there's a big epidemic or a war or something like that. This Trans-Pacific Partnership says you can't take that away even in an emergency. It says if you take that away, then that's taking away the company's future profits, and they can sue you over that. So this is just wrong, and they're negotiating this in secret, and a lot of people all around the country are speaking up against it, but we want our senators and Congress people to join us in firmly opposing it, and we'd like to hear more from them about that. So far, they haven't been saying enough.
Hear, hear.
Okay. Anybody else want to speak?